Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Tag along with us on this journey of discovering Mrea, Mega Real Estate Agent. This week, we're going to be talking about some things you should be monitoring, a part of your economic model. Now, as we have Arthur come and join me, what I'm going to do is ask him some questions to help you guys establish a mental process that as you follow along with us, what you're going to realize is your business is starting to improve. You're starting to become better, faster, leaner, meaner sales machiner. Anyway.
Greener, because we're talking about money, right?
Greener, happier, the whole kit and caboodles. So, last week we talked about the economic model. We talked about earning $1 million and all the models that should be a part of your business. This week we're going to cover one of those models, which is the economic model. What is the economic model? What part of the business is that?
It's really all about your numbers. I mean, you got to know what you're earning, right? How much money's coming in. And you got to know what your expenses are, and you got to control those expenses. So you really know what you're taking to the bottom line. It's really the finance and accounting part of the business.
You got to know your numbers.
You got to know your numbers.
Now, for me, when you say you got to know your numbers, should we begin with the end in mind?
Yeah, I mean, you start with the goals of what you want to do, but then you got to focus on the numbers that you must hit, and you must follow those numbers. You must also talks about the economic model is not just the finance, not just the money piece. That's in the budget model. This is also about your conversion rates. How many contacts do you have to make? How many appointments do you have to go on? And out of those appointments you're going on, what is your conversion rate? Are you getting 1 out of 2, 3 out of 4, etc.? You know, you got to focus on.
What about the number of deals you've done, the number of deals you have under agreement, the number of deals, what your average sales price is? Do you have to know all those necessarily to do business, or what your conversion rates are? You know, if I go to see 20 people, are all 20 going to do business with me, or is it only going to be 10 or 5 or 20? What are the best ways to track some of those numbers, to pay attention to some of those numbers? These are all things we have to think about in order for our business to continuously get better. Is that correct?
Yeah, those are all crucial numbers, and all numbers you must know. And it's easy to track it, pen, paper. We have boards in our office, Excel spreadsheets, however you want to do it. But you got to know your numbers, right? Because if we're in a coaching relationship and you say, I made 20 contacts and I saw 2 people today, how many appointments did you get, and how many of those did you actually list? Because now we can figure out what you have to do better. You have to get better at the presentation, or on the phone,
right, or
get into business.
Right.
What do you have to do?
Well, I believe in the beginning, what you need to be focusing on, one of the numbers, and you can't, work on conversion rates as you improve your activity. So in the beginning, say you're, looking for business and it takes you 20 to 30 hours a week. First master looking for business 20 to 30 hours a week.
Yeah,
right?
That's crucial.
Then you're going to be going on, say, 7 to 10 to 20 listing appointments a week. Then after you master the first part, the second part, you can really master showing people how you're going to help them, right?
Yes.
And then after that, what you're going to do is you're going to have properties under agreement, and then you can master the system of closing those deals.
Absolutely.
You don't necessarily have to know it all in order to do deals right now. Or do you have to know every single number in order to do business right now?
No, I mean, in the beginning you're not going to have any numbers, but it's a good habit to get into initially as you start getting numbers, to track those numbers so you know what you did year 1, year 2, year 3 in the business.
And a great thing that I would say for people to think about is, in this business, the most beautiful thing about this business is we get freedom, right?
Freedom.
I can get up, middle of this video, walk out right now, and nobody can tell me anything, except, well, he can, but I wouldn't listen. So we're free. We're free people to do whatever we want in this business. But the thing is, you want to track the number of hours that you're at work working, looking for business. Because if you don't, I guarantee you, take this one exercise. If everybody who's watching me right now, for the next week, track the numbers you're actually working, calling people and talking to them, or generating leads, but actually put in work. And I guarantee you that number is going to be a lot lower than you thought you were. Because people, they say, oh, I work 30 hours or 40 hours or 20 hours. And then when I say to some of my coaching clients, well, let's track those hours, what they come back to me with is basically, oh, I only did 6 hours of actual work. And then, we want results off those 6 hours. And if you went to any other field, any other job, and you worked 6 hours, and it was, say, I don't know, $15 an hour, you wouldn't have enough to feed your family or buy a new car or live a great life.
Absolutely. You must track your numbers. You must know exactly what you did and the actual activity, not putting out fires or maintaining businesses, or actually generating business.
Track, also, as a good rule of thumb, track the number of coffee cups you drink a day.
Yeah, keep it to a minimum of 1, okay?
Yeah, keep it to a minimum. Pleasure seeing you guys this week. Shout out on the bottom of our channel. If you need anything for us to talk about or address, let us know. You can always contact us on our Facebook.
Absolutely. Have
talk
a
to
great
you
day,
soon.
guys.